everybody, so I wanted to show off this ship that I put together. I call it the Terra. Still a work in progress, but I realized when I was building it that it looks like a giant frog, so it's green, and it is got some pretty amazing features that I'm going to show off here in just a minute. So basic idea is I started with the Frontier and went to New Homestead, which is on Titan, Saturn's moon, and I only added, this only adds about 20,000 in parts overall. So all these modules that you're seeing, including this massive cockpit, those only ran a total of about 15,000 credits. So let's exit the shipbuilder here, and we'll actually go and do a walk around of the ship. Alright, so here she is. Like I said, this thing is absolutely massive. It has factory stock freaking Frontier loading gear, landing gear, the stock Frontier engines, stock cargo box on the bottom. I did add a cargo box over here to this side. It adds an additional, I think it's 320 kilograms. The fuel tank is larger, and I think I increased either the reactor or the grav drive overall. So let's go ahead and enter the ship. So you first enter, you come to the cafeteria. This is the largest module. It is a 3x3. It is absolutely ridiculously massive. Get these doors open real quick. We're going to finish walking through the bottom half of the ship first. So this is the, I believe, the battle stations module. Has a massive nav console in here. There's additional hatches to go to the other levels. Come back here. This is your stock Frontier module, and I actually really like this module because not only does it have jump seats, but it also has a bed, it has a nav panel, and a research station. So if you're looking to upgrade your ships, highly recommend keeping this module for other ship use, because having a research station and a bed, while it's not quite a workshop, the research station is a nice plus for being able to work on upgrading your ability to do upgrades. I'll talk about that a little bit more later. So this is the biggest module. This is a 3x1 engineering bay. It's pretty freaking long. Yep. Don't know what you do in here. I don't have any crew members assigned yet, so I'm imagining some of them probably work in here. Come back through the ship. Back to our galley. This is where we came in. Alright. Time for the big show. Come in here. This is the only module on any ship I've ever seen that has stairs. You have a nice, huge windscreen and 3 seats. This is the main pilot seat, and you can see that window is just huge. But we are going to go behind the pilot seat. This is my captain's quarters. First room in here. Desk and like a kitchenette. There's a seat. There's another bed in here. locker. Come into this room. We got a trunk and another chair. Open up both these doors here. So when I designed this, I designed it to where this is all essentially like the captain's little living area. So you have the captain's quarters there. You have this very nice armory on this side. This is the Hope Tech armory. It's the only one in the game that has 2 mannequin cases in the armory itself. There's additional jump seats in here. The only problem with the Hope Tech armory is this helmet stand right here. Because the way it works, it should have been a glass case when Bethesda designed this, but because it's this kind of stand, the helmets glitch and they get stuck kind of in the shelf there. But otherwise, massive amounts of room. The ship has tons of light, which is great. Come to the other side here, and this is going to be my workstation area. So, workbench, industrial workbench, spacesuit workbench, and you know, surprisingly enough, you can't get a research station in this hab. So the only way to get a research station is to have the Nova hab. They came with the Frontier. Go ahead and open this other one here. Alright, so this one, I believe this is the Science Center, is what this is supposed to be. It has a pharmaceutical lab and a research lab. So this is a good one to have in conjunction with this crafting lab over here. I don't think you necessarily would need... Oh, this is the infirmary. I hadn't gone in here yet. So this is the infirmary. And this is a lot better looking than the first time I put one of these in. The first time it was just like a corner room with only 1 gurney, but this one's nice because it has a pharmaceutical lab, it has 2 gurneys, and another research lab. So realistically, you could have an infirmary or you could have the science lab if you wanted to have all the crafting stations in one spot. For the Terra Toad, I am going to leave them in place. I'm moving this ship around. This is not my primary ship, this is just my research ship for figuring out what all the modules are that are available for these ships. But we'll go ahead and get ready to take off here just to show you guys the ship. Nice and sleek, such a beautiful ship. Let's check out our mobility here. So it's not absolutely terrible when it comes to mobility. You probably wouldn't win a dogfight in this thing, but at least it's something. Let's go ahead and see here. I wanted to go. So this, as I said, this is part of my research. I'm researching different habs, different modules that are available at other sites. So that was New Homestead, and that had a ton of modules. The other one is going to be Hope Tech. It's here on Valo. And we've got Polo. Hope Town. I'm sure they're gonna have to scan me before I land. We'll see how that goes. Oh, no. So anyways, let's go check in over here.
Anything I can help you with? Hey, what can I do for you? Sure, how about it?
So this is my other ship. I've tried to rename this ship like 10 times, and it keeps defaulting the name back to UC Navy A Cargo. I'll give a run through of this ship real quick. This is a very, very capable fighter. It's actually based on the Galileo. I ran into Varun zealots in space who attacked me early on in the game. I was able to take them down with the Frontier and board their ship and take it over, and I've completely refitted it into this, including upping it to a Class B reactor. So, switch back to it. I like to call this ship the Vulture. When I did this, I based it on my Vulture in Elite Dangerous, but it has 6 hard points instead of only 2. Massive thrusts, these huge fuel tanks on the side. I like to make my ships pretty, but these massive fuel tanks on the side actually make my range ridiculous. So this is extremely basic, and I'm going to explain once we get in here why I did what I did with everything. So one of the reasons I love this ship is while this entryway is simple, it has both kits right there in case you're injured and hobbling your way back to the ship. Alright, so we get up here inside the ship, and the first thing we got is this armory. This is a Hope Tech armory, and I think I talked about this, but this is the best sacrifice, I would say, if you're a bounty hunter, a mercenary, or just somebody who's only doing combat jobs. So it is a hab that has an armory and beds. Technically this is supposed to be a jail. The computer can be used to close this cell door or open it. Yeah, once it's open, I guess it's stuck open. But yeah, just tiny little cell in here. Lots of storage in here. And then this is my docker here in the back. Originally my docker was up front. I don't remember why I moved it. The reason why I love this ship, so it still has a 3-person cockpit, but instead of having to look around inside the ship for all your stuff, your captain's locker is right here, and your cargo hold management is right here. On a lot of the other ships, you'll be looking around and like your cargo management will be over here, and then down in the corner of the cockpit will be your captain's locker, and it's just small but concise. Everything is right where you need it to be. You're not running to the front of the ship, it's just there, and I absolutely positively love the view from this cockpit. It is so reminiscent of my Vulture from Elite Dangerous, and it is just beautiful. All that thrust. Spin around in this bad boy so y'all can see. For some reason, whenever you've gotten back into a ship, it will take and put excess points down here for some reason. Don't know why that is. I didn't do anything to change that. This is it for my video. I wanted to keep it under 15 minutes, and I'm just there, so I appreciate the watch, and if you have any questions, I will try to answer them. Thank you.